Hey, Pembroke here. I'm ready for part 2 of how to start crocheting. If you've seen the video from just a little bit ago, we did part 1. And in how to start crocheting, we went to Walmart and picked out crochet needle that we're going to use tonight. And we picked out some thread. All except I changed my mind on what color that I wanted to use, because this is the one that I had sitting out by me when I got home. So I'm not using the green that I chose. But the good thing about it is this yarn that I'm using tonight, the red, it's just like that green that I showed you in Walmart. It is 100% kitchen cotton, which means it's great for dishcloths, pot holders, stuff like that. And I've got a little bit left on this roll, so I think it would be perfect to use tonight. Now, in part 2 of how to start crocheting, we're going to learn how to hold your thread and how to do a chain stitch, okay? And how to hold your needle. When you hold your needle, can you show them, cameraman? When you hold your needle, you're going to hold it just like you do a pencil, or that's the way I hold a pencil, okay? Your thread, can you see my thread? Your thread, what I do, what Granny taught me, was start from the inside of your little finger, wrap it on the outside of your ring finger, the front of your finger that you're not supposed to use, and then back around your pointing finger. And that means that your third finger here, the one you're not supposed to use, and your thumb is going to help hold your thread. So, this is how we start off. Can you see that? Okay. Now, you're going to have to make a knot. Remember I told you that crocheting is a series of knots? You're going to have to make a knot so you can keep your crochet needle, or your crocheting hook, or whatever you want to call it, in the yarn. So what I do is I wrap it around my thumb like this, slip it off my thumb, then I stick my crocheting needle in like this. See how big it is? And then I take my crochet needle on the left side of that yarn, bring my crochet needle under and up so the yarn's actually wrapped, and then get it under that little hook like that. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay. And pull it through. Now when I pull it through, this is my stationary knot. I just keep pulling it until I get it to the size that I want it, and then I stop. So if you happen to take your crochet needle out of your yarn, only thing you have to remember to do, hold it like you're holding a pencil, slip it back in that hole, and you're ready to go again. Now, this is the chain stitch. The chain stitch is the foundation stitch of almost everything you do. Once in a while, when you look patterns up on the internet, it'll show you how to how to crochet an afghan without using a chain stitch and stuff like that. I've tried that one time, and I don't think I'll ever try that one again. So I always use a chain stitch to start the foundation off with. What you're going to wind up doing is, say if you want, here, let me see if I can get this so you can't tell what it is. If you want something about yay big, and like this, you're going to have to make that chain stitch that long, that many chains, okay? So that's what we're going to start off on. I'm just going to make a chain stitch something simple, that short. Now if you want to do something like a shawl, you're going to have to make that chain stitch a whole lot longer to wrap around you like a shawl would. But we're going to keep it short this time. Okay, put that back over there. And I can't crochet without my reading glasses on. So here they go. Hi! So I've got everything back in my hands. This little short piece of thread here, you just kind of have to put up with it for a little bit. See what I'm doing? I'm holding that one little knot between this finger, the one that you're not supposed to use, and my thumb. Already 5 minutes? Okay, well, it's going to have to be a little bit longer tonight because I want everybody to see my chain stitch. So what you do, you've got it like this. You take your needle here that you're holding like a pencil. You put it on your left-hand side of your yarn. Bring it under the yarn, over the top of the yarn, so that yarn will slip into that hook. Did you see all that? Okay. And then you pull it through that hook. You pull it through like that. And that little thing right there at the bottom is called one chain. All it is a piece of yarn with the hole, with wrapped just right so there's a hole in the middle. So when you do that, you're going to have to hold that one little chain in between those two fingers. Do it again. Left hand side, under the yarn, over the yarn. Let the yarn get in the hook and pull it through. That's your second chain. Crocheting is repetitive, so you got to keep doing this until you get it to the length that you want it. Now, I'm going to speed up a little bit so this doesn't turn into an hour video. So, I got my partner over here, partner in crime. Sugar is making sure that my arm is stable. But you see, that's all you do. It's repetition. You just keep doing the same thing over, and the longer you do it, the faster your chain stitches will go, and the quicker it'll be for you to make stuff. Now, like I said, we're not doing a shawl tonight, but that's a row of foundation chain stitches. The next time I see you guys, we'll put a little stitch on there. It'll be called the single stitch. And the single stitch is a second foundation stitch for something that you want to crochet. Alrighty, take up the challenge. Start practicing those chain stitches and how to hold your thread and your needle. Give me comments on how you're doing, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.